Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, President and CEO of Emery Thompson Machine, the world's oldest and largest manufacturer of batch freezers, 116, coming up to 117 years in business next year. Today I have something very special for you. We're going to do something different. This is Christmas, so I want to make some ice cream for the holidays. I'm going to make macadamia nut sugar cookie ice cream, but with a twist. This time it's going to be dairy-free. And I have a new dairy-free product for you to see. It's a liquid. It's not a powder, it's a liquid, and it comes from Meadowvale Dairies. They've been in business since 1967. One of the largest dairies in the country. They have this product available almost anywhere, and they can deliver to you either directly on their trucks or by using distributors in your area, or even shipping it direct frozen. They ship the product to me frozen, 2 of these bladders, that's 2.5 gallons of mix, and they shipped me 2 of them in a box, and it came frozen, and we just thawed it in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days, and we're ready to go. What's interesting about this product is the ingredients. Let me read this to you. It's straight off the packaging. Coconut cream, cane sugar, water, tapioca syrup, carob bean gum, and sea salt. Sea salt. She said sea salt. What is different here, and what's unique about this, is that's all natural. There's nothing in here but coconut cream, cane sugar, tapioca, water, carob bean gum, and sea salt. You can't get any more natural than that. That's what I really, really like about this. I haven't run it before, so we're going to see what it's like. I'm going to use the 12 quart Emery Thompson, as you folks know since you've been watching my 409 how to make videos, where I teach you how to make different products, and I give you my formulas for free, and this is without buying anything from me. The 12 quart and the 24 quart are the same machine, only the 24 is twice as deep. So I don't see a 3-gallon tub. Here we go. So this machine is going to make 1 tub in about 8 minutes for dairy ice cream, and the 24 is going to make 2 tubs. And actually the price difference is so small, you're always better off buying the 2 tub, because going forward in your business, although you may want to make some half batches now, and you can with either machine, in the future it's not going to be a half batch. It's going to be, I'm making 15 tubs of salted caramel because I've got a high demand. In the future, your dairy products, your dairy-free, the ingredients you use, they'll go up in price, but not by very much. What is going to go up is labor. Your labor cost is going to continue to get higher and higher, and probably very quickly. So you're better off having a machine that makes more product in 8 minutes than less. But then again, my attitude is you buy what you can afford. The CB350 over here is the largest selling machine in the world. It makes 6 quarts, or half of one of these tubs. So you put the ingredients in here, it runs exactly like the bigger machines, and in 8 minutes you've got 6 quarts, you put in the freezer. Run a second batch of the same salted caramel, take this out of the freezer, 8 minutes later, dump it out into here and into the freezer. It's only been a few minutes that it was in the freezer. It's going to take about 20 hours for this to freeze solid, maybe much shorter if you have a hardening cabinet. But the point is, there won't be any difference between the first tub and the second tub. So let's get back to making the product. I'm going to pour out my 5 quarts of mix. And if you've never worked with one of these bags, it's like working with a little water bed, so they're kind of difficult. But you'll get used to it pretty easily. So you open that up, and I'm going to try not to spill. And that's 3 quarts right there. And I need 2 more over here. There we go. That's my 5 quarts of mix. I'm just going to pour it right into the Emery Thompson. It's a very large opening, so it's pretty easy not to spill. So far, not a drop spilled. That's good. Now we'll go to the next one. This is the Meadowvale, Meadowvale. Now, 22 years ago, I invented something called the infinite overrun. I saw on the market that you had two types of machines. You had the Emery Thompson batch freezers, which do 100% overrun, which means you put, for every gallon you put in, you get 2 gallons of ice cream. That's a great eating ice cream, and we get away with the high air content because it is great eating and it's a nice large portion, and also usually the higher fat levels, 14, 16, 17% butterfat. And Meadowvale sells these too. So that's handy for you. Then you had the Italian machines and the Capigianis, the Catabrigas, the Bravos. They're all only gelato machines. They make a low overrun product, low air content, but they also are using very low fat, sometimes as low as 4% fat. So there isn't much air to put in the product anyway. So they're two distinctly different machines. I came up with my infinite overrun control, as I said, 22 years ago, whereby I could raise or lower the speed of the drive, how fast I'm spinning it, without losing the power to the motor. If you have a light dimmer in this room, let's say this is your dining room, and you're dimming the lights down from 100 watts to a more romantic 20 watts, nice quiet look, you're actually robbing the power from the motor. It is no longer, or the bulb, it's no longer a 100-watt bulb, it's only a 20-watt bulb. With my invention, that 100-watt bulb, no matter how much I dim it down, remains the power of a 100-watt bulb. Or we talk in horsepower, so my 3-horsepower drive motor remains 3 horsepower no matter how much I slow it down. So we've built into the machine, you've got the rotating Emery Thompson logo, you touch the screen, and you have a choice of different products. We have homemade ice cream, dairy-free, custard, super premium, gelato, frozen yogurt. Go to page 2. Italian ice, frozen lemonade, sherbet, sorbet, sorbetto, cream ice, and manual speed. Manual speed, if you decide you don't like my particular speed for super premium, you can tap it and it'll lower or raise in 5-degree increments. Nobody else has this. This is my invention, 22 years. It's been a mind-boggling change to the industry because with one machine, you can do everything that's on the market today and everything that's going to come along in the future. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we didn't know anything about dairy-free. Now, to me, it's a trend. It's going to be one of the largest selling items along with regular dairy ice cream. So I'm going to go back to the screen 1, and I'm going to hit dairy-free and start. Now it's spinning. I'm just going to let it mix for a little bit while I get my vanilla ready. My flavor is coming from the blend and the coconut, but also I'm adding cookies and vanilla. I use a lot of vanilla, which makes the vanilla company very happy. I personally like Lockheed vanilla. It's a nice family business, and they make a great product. This is all natural, called Flavor 103A. And I'm going to use a whopping 1 ounce per quart, which is an amazing amount. Most people use 2 ounces to a 5-gallon batch, and here I am using 1 ounce to a quart. And it's affordable, so I can do that. And like I said, it's all natural. So now my ingredients are in. I'm going to turn on the refrigeration switch, the little snowflake here. I'm going to look at my watch. And there's also a timer right here, a running time meter, that tells me how long the batch has been running. Now, people watch my videos. One father wrote to me once and he said he uses them like Sesame Street. He has his older son, 6 years old, and his 3-year-old watching my videos as a babysitter on weekends. And he walked by the room one day and he heard the older son saying to the younger son, "Now don't try this with a tailor." And the reason is our openings, everybody else's machines, and Taylor doesn't make batch freezers anymore, their openings are so small that they have to puree or pulverize everything that goes in. I can drop a whole cookie in there. I like to break them into a little bit, but I don't have to. And no other machine on the market can do this. Their dashers, their beater is not strong enough to be able to do this. Their openings are too small, and their drive system couldn't take the load of dropping things in. I can peel whole bananas. That's one of my favorite things to do at trade shows. When I have competition next door, I peel whole bananas and just drop them in. I can drop whole macadamia nuts in. I can drop walnuts in, Oreo cookies, M&Ms, you name it. Everything goes in the machine. Now, why do I want to do it? The competitors will say it's not necessary, that your flavor is blended in at the end. Well, my flavor is right here at the machine. So if you were blindfolded right now and you tasted this ice cream, you're blindfolded, you taste it, you say, "Yep, that's sugar cookie, macadamia and sugar ice cream. I can taste the sugar cookies." Because for every particle of my blend, my dairy-free blend from Meadowvale, I have a particle of cookie right next to it. So I've got a more intense flavor than anybody else in the industry. And that's why we're the leader of the industry. It's inventions and innovations like this. The second group of cookies I'm going to break them up into about 4 or 6 pieces, and I'm going to throw them in as it's coming out. Now, the reason I do that is the flavor's there. My eyes are closed. The flavor's there. It's delicious. But we also eat with our eyes. Oh, where are the cookies? Where are the strawberries? The strawberries got pureed because they're soft. Well, I'm going to add some cookies as it comes out so that you have the fruit flavor or the cookie flavor in the machine and the identity of what is this as you're looking at it in the tub. So it's really that simple. The freezing time I'm going to check because dairy-free usually takes a little bit longer than ice cream. There's no dairy fat to freeze, but there is sugar and coconut. So we'll come back in a couple of minutes and we'll be ready to pull this out. Here we go. This product's ready. I'm going to turn off the refrigeration switch, and instead of opening up the gate all the way and getting everything out in 30 seconds, I'm going to open it up part way while I shake in my cookies. Look how easy this is, because everything is so fast. Let me just stop 1 second and show you another trick. Let's just move this out of the way for 1 second. Let's say this is a pint container. I can't find a pint container, so we'll have to do with this. Now, I want to fill pints right from the machine. I just slow the drive down. You can't hear it, but I'm slowing way down. And now it comes out slowly that I can put in my product like this. And it just makes it so easy. And then I tap it back up for my regular product. And since I'm getting towards the end of the batch, I'm going to take it all the way up. It's not going to be in there long enough to affect the air content of the product. But look how fast I can work. This is great. And that's going to be about it. Here we go. From start to finish, that took about 10 minutes. Very fast. And look at how nice my product looks. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Mike, do you want it on the other camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that? That's gorgeous. And here's my full tub. Now I'm going to take this tub and I'm going to put it in the freezer, and I'm going to let it freeze for about a half hour, get a little firmer, and then I'm going to put it into pint containers. That's it. This is the Emery Thompson 12 quart and 24 quart, and this is the Meadowvale dairy-free coconut-based liquid that can be shipped to you just about anywhere in the country. If you have any questions, call here to Emery Thompson, 718-588-7300, 718-588-7300. Ask for Christy Brown, our sales manager, or you can ask to speak to me, Steve Thompson. Thanks for watching. It wouldn't be an Emery Thompson video without Samantha Jane Thompson. So Sammy, come on in. Here we go. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Paw. Oh, that's so good. You're a good girl. Sammy's 5 years old, and she works every day at Emery Thompson. That's it. Thank you. Good girl.
The star of the
Done.
show.